Yeah, hello guys, welcome to this video. So basically in this video we're going to be looking at self-closing tags. What are self-closing tags? Self-closing tags are self-closing elements are elements that does not have the closing tag that we are used to, just like this ordered list elements. So before we go into self-closing tag, I would like to show you that you can have nested list item as well. So if I want some items to be nested inside an item, I can as well do what I did earlier, just by, so let me have, I have small orange, I have big orange. So let's save and see what we have. So you can see guys, basically this helps you to nest item inside item. So let's go back to what we are discussing. We are going to be looking at self-closing elements. Self-closing elements are those elements that does not have closing tags. If you can remember, in our previous videos we touched few of them, just like the let's say for example I want to put a break. After this orange there's an element called the B arrow. It stands for break. So you can see this element does not have a closing tag. And how do you know a closing tag? A closing tag is, how do you know a closing element rather? A closing element is an element that has a forward slash inside the tag. After the element you have a forward slash. So the B arrow is an example of a self-closing element. So let's save and see the effect we have on our page. So when you refresh, you can see the space we have here. Yes. So also we have the horizontal line as well. The horizontal line adds an horizontal line to your document or your page. So let's save this and see what we have. When I refresh, I can see I have a horizontal line here. So guys, let's look at another self-closing tag. Let's say for instance we want to display an image. Under each of this list we have. So for example, let us display an image for orange. So we have an element called the image elements, which allow us to display images on our page. So as a developer, I come across this element for the first time and I don't know how to use it. What are we supposed to do, guys? What I would do is go to Google and say image tag HTML. So let's see what Google will give to us. So guys, yeah, so the first result we have here is still the result from W3 school. So let's open up the result and see what they have for us. So we want to know how to use the image element. So this is the image element, how to insert an image. So you can see what we have here, guys. So let's click on the try it yourself. And yeah, so guys, so yeah, you can see in this image element we have the source attribute. Attribute actually helps to add some properties to an element to make the element function more better. So that's what attributes are. The attribute allows us to define the image you want to display on our page. So guys, this writing or using the image element alone is not enough to display an image on your web page, so you have to declare the source attribute as well. So now let's try and display an image on our page. So let's Google orange image, orange image. Yeah, so we have orange for image. So yeah, I like this one. Let me click on this one. So click on it, display a new browser. So let's open this image in a new browser so we can be able to copy the address of the image. So guys, let's click on this. This is the address for this image. Click on it and copy it. So we'll come here and put our source and put it the image. Wow. So let's copy the image address. Wow. So guys, let's save up. I'm going to explain this in subsequent video. So for now, let's just stick to what we have. So if I refresh my page, you see I have an image here, guys. Yeah, this is an image for an orange. So let's go back to what we have. Now what if we want to reduce the size of the image? You can see the image we have is quite big. So if you go back to the W3 school and scroll down a bit, you will see the different attributes we have. And one of the attributes that was given to us is the height and the width attributes. So the height and the width attribute allows you to declare the height and the width for an image or any other HTML elements you are using. These attributes are not limited to the image element only. You can still use them on other elements. So let's save up and see if our size will change. So I go back to my page and I refresh. So guys, you can see that the size for our image has changed. So lastly, you can see we have another attribute called this attribute is called the alternate attribute. So the alternate attributes, let's go to HTML and see. Let's go to W3 school and see what they tell us about the alternate attribute. So they say the alternate attribute specifies an alternate text for an image. So what this guys means, guys, is there are sometimes the image you put on your web page might not show up, maybe due to some reasons, due to some unforeseen circumstances. So in cases like that, it is very important that you specify an alternate text for your image. The alternate text will show up when an image does not show. So we can just put orange here. So in case our image does not show, orange text will show. So if I refresh, you will not see it on the page. But let's take something. Let's take, for instance, something happens to our image address and the image doesn't show. You can see what shows here is the alternate text we use. So guys, just to recap what we talked about. So in this video we talked about self-closing tag. We're meant to understand that self-closing tag are tags that doesn't have the closing tag. Self-closing element rather, an element that doesn't have the closing tag. So we looked at the break element, we looked at the horizontal line element, and lastly we looked at the image element. So guys, I want you to go on and play with this and get familiar with it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.